there's so many?
Because we have Girl Scout troops.
Oh, okay.
So
Everybody gets their own.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Then we're gonna do the chairs. Is Jessica on her way, do you know? Is Jess on her way? You want to call her? Yeah, call her. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here. It is 4:36. My understanding is that Miss Jessica is in the parking lot getting ready to come in. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And so the first item is to establish quorum.
Yes, ma'am. Mayor Nori Garza,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Ruben Plata,
Present.
Councilwoman Marissa Gerlach,
Present.
Councilman Alberto Vela.
Present.
Mayor, we've established quorum. We're still waiting on Councilwoman Jessica Ortega.
Okay. So the next item is invocation and pledge of allegiance. Please stand.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to serve our community. Grant us wisdom and guidance as we make decisions for the good of our city. Help us to act with integrity, work together in unity, and serve with compassion. Watch over our community and those who protect and serve it. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen. I usually lead the Pledge of Allegiance, but I'm going to have our Girl Scout right here, standing right here in the corner. Lead us at the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, the next item is the disclosure of conflicts of interest. Ms. Anna, has anything been filed?
No, ma'am.
Next item was our presentations, and our first one is Girl Scout Week.
Yes, Mayor Council, I'm pleased to announce that we've got several of the different Girl Scout troops with us today. I don't know if you're going to want to take individual pictures or a group picture. I think we have right now like about 7 out of the 10 groups that are here with us today.
Okay, I think we can take group pictures as individual Scout numbers. or
Numbers, yes, ma'am.
troops. They're called troops, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the proclamation reads as follows. Whereas Juliet Daisy Gordon Lowe founded the Girl Scouts of the USA on March 12, 1912. Whereas in Girl Scouts, girls develop their leadership potential through activities that enable them to discover their values, skills, and the world around them, connect with others in a multicultural environment. Whereas Girl Scouting is continuing a legacy of creating gender-balanced leadership in the United States and the world in its second century of service to girls, by providing girls with the tools to become leaders dedicated to making this country and the world a better place. Whereas Girl Scouts outdoor experiences are an integral part of the Girl Scout leadership experience for girls of all ages, outdoor activities are woven onto the core leadership development program in such a way that girls feel comfortable trying new things and testing their limits, and gain confidence and acquire new skills in a safe and supportive all-girl environment. Whereas Girl Scouts of Greater South Texas, Troop 79, 319, 1005, 1030, 195, 3004, 378, 3238, 3272, and Juliet's are committed to ensuring every girl has the opportunity to explore and build an interest in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, helping them to develop critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, and collaborative skills, which are vital throughout life. Whereas girls in grades kinder through 12, who demonstrate extraordinary leadership and compassion through action projects that have sustainable impacts on their communities and beyond, are presented the Girl Scouts Bronze, Silver, Gold Awards, and the Presidential Service Award. Now therefore, we the City Council of the City of Mission do hereby applaud the commitment of Girl Scouting and Girl Scouts of Greater South Texas, Troop 79, 319, 1005, 1030, 195, 3004, 378, 3238, 3272, and Juliet's have made to support the continued advancement of girls in their roles as leaders here in our city, and declare the week of March 24th to 30th to be Girl Scout Week in Mission, proclaimed on this the 24th day of March 2026.
Mayor, I move to approve the proclamation as read.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the Girl Scout Week proclamation as read. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Congratulations and thank you for being here. Is someone going to come up and speak? Anyone? Thank you for being here. However you feel most comfortable. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yes, we are so proud to have all these girls here today. Mission Service Unit consists of girls from Mission, Sharyland, Sullivan City, La Jolla. Our service unit probably maybe 10 years ago was about maybe 10 to 15 troops. As of today, we have 22 troops in this whole area. So we're so proud of the girls, the volunteers, that they just keep coming back and giving. And we're also happy to the city that allows us to have events at no charge sometimes at a lot of places. Boys and Girls Club, City of Mission, Spring Memorial Library. Again, we wouldn't be able to do this without your support and the community as well. We do have a little gift for each one of you behind me here. So we have Girl Scout cookies, and once we finish, we'll come up and hand cookies out to y'all, a little thank you gift from us.
All righty, thank you. And then we'll go down and have pictures taken with the different troops.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
y'all.
Troop 79,
Miss Ana, it's the same proclamation.
it's the
right?
same one
Okay.
for everybody, yes ma'am. Individually? Oh, Anais said she did them all individually. Let's give them to Anais and
Yes.
she'll decipher them.
How about that? Here, thank you so much.
Troop 319. Next, if you want. Is there anyone from 10:05? Okay. 10:30? Anyone from 195? 3004? Okay, 378.
Thank you.
3238?
Stand on.
3272? And last but not least, the Juliets. Andy, sharing is caring. No. No, take care of that. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh. He left his there. Thank you.
Oh, no, I got one.
Want to give one to
I
the
just got
attorney?
one. Yes, I got one. Yes, ma'am.
To the attorney? Oh,
No one says no to cookies from the Girl Scouts.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I think I need you. So, eran 10, pero más vinieron 6. Vinieron... Estos que han subido.
Just gonna wait a few seconds. Everybody kind of clears.
7.
I didn't notice. Okay. The next item is a proclamation. I think this is the first for the city of Mission. Is that correct, Ms. Anna?
Yes, ma'am.
It is. Okay, so our librarian, Ms. Yenny, please come up. Yes.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commissioners. Today we're proclaiming Veronica Shannon Gutierrez as the Poet Laureate of the City of Mission. And can you come with me? Whereas poetry is a vital art or form, it enriches lives and individuals, strengthens community, and preserves cultural and historical heritage. And whereas the City of Mission recognizes the importance of celebrating creativity, storytelling, and the artistic expression of essential components of a vibrant and connected community. And whereas Poet Laureate serves as a poetry ambassador appointed to promote the art of poetry, inspire creativity, and engage the community through readings, workshops, and public events. And whereas designation of the Poet Laureate symbolizes the city commitment to the arts and provides an opportunity to promote poetry as a means and reflection of education and celebration. And whereas Veronica Shannon Gutierrez has demonstrated dedication to the arts of poetry and community engagement and will serve in this role with passion and commitment. And whereas this position is a voluntary role carried out with a spirit of serving the community. Now therefore be it proclaimed that Ms. Nori Gonzalez Garza, Mayor of the great city of Mission, Texas, does hereby proclaim Veronica Shannon Gutierrez as the Poet Laureate of the City of Mission, effective March 24, 2026.
May I have a motion, please? A motion?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the proclamation as presented.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the proclamation as read and presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Congratulations and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Madam Mayor Nori Gonzalez, members of the council, it is an honor to be here with you, my family, friends, and students. Students who, despite their young age, have already found a love for poetry. Why should we love poetry? Because poetry is a gift, a free gift. It costs nothing, yet it holds immense power. It has the power to gather people, ideas, courage, friends, and love. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to make us dream. Dream the dream of being a writer, a poet, or simply a human with a purpose in the world. And once upon a time, I had a dream. In that dream, I was a writer. I was a poet. But for the longest time, my dream remained just that, a dream. That dream only took flight when I was 11 years old and I met Miss Pajarita. Miss Pajarita was my teacher and she gave me wings. Miss Pajarita me dio alas. Me dijo que soy bonita y bonitas mis palabras. Pero Miss Pajarita, ¿acaso no son mis palabras algo extrañas, algo nulas, algo raras? No. Miss Pajarita me dijo que no, que mis palabras son música y ventana de mi alma. I kept my dream alive because of Miss Pajarita, and today I am Miss Pajarita. I am the teacher, the poet, the writer, and I'm beyond honored to be the City of Mission's Poet Laureate. I'm excited for the opportunity to give back to our beautiful community. It will be my mission to make poetry a common language, a language of words that can elevate and promote the culture in our city. En Misión vamos a poemar, pues nuestras voces son los poemas que pueden cambiar el mundo. Gracias.
Beautifully said. So we're going to go down. Do you have your family here? Yes? Okay, great. If they'll come up with you and we'll get a picture taken. Okay, next item is a proclamation for the Animal Cruelty Prevention Month. And do we have Stephen here? No. He left early. Well, that's okay.
I believe we've got several groups with us here today. I don't know, from Best Friends Animal Society, CPAR, Liberated Paws, Molly Trust Rescue, Paws for Help, Petco Love. I don't know if we've got anybody here.
If y'all were mentioned, please come up to the podium.
The proclamation reads as follows. Whereas the month of April is dedicated to the prevention of cruelty to animals, because being cruel to animals is an unjustifiable act and should not exist in any civilized society. Whereas animals play an important part of our everyday lives, even if we don't personally have pets, it is vital to make sure that they are treated kindly and with the respect and care they deserve. Whereas animal cruelty is a sad reality that has existed for ages, our furry friends cannot speak up to stop the mistreatment, so it is up to us to put an end to this. This April, let's come together and stand against cruelty to animal and protect our furry buddies. Whereas if you don't have pets of your own, you can still participate in Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Month by fostering a pet until it finds its new forever home, or by donating money or much needed supplies to your local animal shelters. This will help to ensure that pets waiting to be rehomed will get all the necessary care. Whereas the City of Mission would like to invite the entire community to support the City of Mission Animal Shelter, Best Friends Animal Society, CPAR, Liberated Paws, Molly Trust Rescue, Paws for Help, Petco Love, and other community organizations which encourage responsible and compassionate treatment of all animals and invite you to visit our animal shelter and adopt a pet. Now, therefore, we, the City Council of the City of Mission, do hereby proclaim April 2026 as Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Month in Mission, Texas, proclaimed on this the 24th day of March, 2026.
Mayor, I move to approve that proclamation as read.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the proclamation as read. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously 5-0.
Thank you.
I'm usually very chatty, but I'm very nervous right now. Thank you. Go, yeah.
I started this out about 5 years ago, and my mission in life was to transport fur babies all over the great state of Texas onto their next chapter of their forever journey. And I think I've done a pretty good job. I do over 1,000 miles a day, every day a week. And the most important thing is to get these guys out of the shelter and out of the situation that they're in, and to get them into a forever home, and to give them a great chance to go on to get that great family. That family is always waiting for them out there somewhere. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just want to say thank you as always. You're all so supportive, and we look forward to many new things that are coming for the shelter. We're very excited about and workers behind us who support this every single year, and for you guys for saying yes. We thank you. We look forward to continuing our partnership with you guys. Thank you again.
Thank you, and thank you for being here. Okay.
As of right now, we have over 70 animals that have been rescued, left our shelter, adopted, or left to transport. Most of them have been done by Cindy this month. So it's amazing how many animals we gotten out just this month.
Awesome. Thank you. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go down for a picture. We'll go down for a picture.
Jorge Andres.
Everybody smile. One more. And it up. Thank you.
Okay, our last proclamation is Fair Housing Month and National Community Development Week.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Council, Interim City Managers. My name is Michael Lizalde, Director of Grants Administration. With me, I have our Grants Administration Department supporting as well. We have Ms. Esther Rivera, Ms. Marta Lopez, and Ms. Monica Gonzalez. So these are the faces of the Community Development Department and Grants Administration. So all the hard work, dedication goes out of these faces here. So today, in recognition of Fair Housing Month and National Community Development Week, we'd like to present the following proclamation. Whereas the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development implemented the Community Development Block Grant Program in 1974 to provide local governments with the financial resources required to primarily meet the needs of low to moderate income persons, and whereas the City of Mission has utilized in partnership nonprofit organizations to address neighborhood and human needs, principally for those of low to moderate income, and whereas the City of Mission CDBG program has made a significant impact on our community by funding programs for youth services, health services, services for elderly and disabled, housing assistance programs, economic development, and public infrastructure improvements. And whereas the week of April 6th through the 10th of 2026 has been designated by the National Community Development Association as National Community Development Week to celebrate the Community Development Block Grant Program. And whereas the National Fair Housing Law of 1968 prohibits discrimination in housing and declares it a national policy to provide within constitutional limits for fair housing in the United States. And whereas the principle of fair housing is not only state and national law, but a fundamental human concept of right for all people in the United States. And whereas the Federal Fair Housing Act recognizes, supports, and encourages the right of every person, regardless of race, color, national origin, religion, sex, familial status, disability, and age, to live in the housing of the individual's choice. And whereas the anniversary of the National Fair Housing Law during the month of April provides an opportunity for all Americans to recognize that complete success in the goal of equal housing opportunity can only be accomplished with the help and cooperation of all Americans. Now, therefore, we, the City Council of the City of Mission, do hereby designate the month of April as Fair Housing Month and National Community Development Month, and further proclaim April 6th through the 10th of 2026 as National Community Development Week in support of this valuable program that has made tremendous contributions to the viability of the housing stock, infrastructure, public services, and the economic well-being of our community. Proclaimed on this, the 24th day of March, 2026.
Mayor, I move to approve the proclamation as read.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the proclamation as read. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, 5-0. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else want to say a little something? No? Monica? No? Oh, man. Okay.
I'll just chime a little bit more.
There you go.
Mayor, Council, I just want to thank you again and co-interim city managers for all the support. So every year we do get, as an entitlement community, we receive an allotment of funding from the federal government, from HUD specifically. And what that is we can use it for various things. And we identify those through public hearings where we hear from the community, but we also identify them through department needs as well. So as we zero in on those essential needs, we host those public hearings, and we thank you very much for hearing those needs from the public and from the department and supporting all those initiatives that we do every year. So as we go through that process currently, we'll be hearing the next city council meetings those needs that we have, and as we identify them, we try to see how much we can expense using these federal dollars within its means to make a really big impact in the community. So thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think we'll go down. I think it's probably just as easy, so we'll go down for the picture. Thank you. I'm invading your space. Sorry.
Resolution for the media department. Proclamation.
Okay, the next item is a report from our chamber. Ms. Brenda.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Wonderful activities happening at the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce. And our report, okay, perfect. Our monthly report for March. We do have a couple of recap highlights. We'd like to highlight our Winter Texan Fiesta. We welcomed over 2,500 guests. It was a wonderful afternoon filled with gratitude as we thank our Winter Texans for sharing their time and their dollars with us. So we also want to give a special thanks to our high school dancing groups that helped us make the program a success, and as well as our volunteers, which included our Winter Texan volunteers and then our members volunteers. So it's a wrap, and we're excited to welcome them next year again. Our chamber also hosted a networking opportunity at our very own Ranch House. So we want to give a special thank you to Ranch House Burgers for their hospitality. Them and their team were amazing. And be on the lookout for our next member mixer. Join us on our website or join the chamber for the next one that's coming up. Happening tomorrow, we do have our Women on a Mission seminar, and this is a new event that we do have in honor of Women's History Month. So we have over 100 ladies reserved, this event will be held at the Mission Event Center. We have an afternoon filled with breakout sessions, a keynote speaker. Our keynote speaker is Dalinda Alcazan, and she's on the board of trustees for South Texas College, as well as a leader at the Boys and Girls Club. So we're excited for tomorrow's event. We are a sold-out event. More so, in upcoming Thursday, we are celebrating Wound Care's grand opening. So join us. The community is welcome to come and help us celebrate a new business in town. Continuing our Lunch and Learn program, we are announcing our upcoming topic, which is on financial stability. So we are taking RSVPs. This is a complimentary lunch and learn session to our members and a small fee to our non-members of $15. Registration is now open for the Governor's Small Business Summit happening here in town on May 14th at the Mission Event Center. There is a small registration fee of $20. to attend this summit. Lunch is included and a light breakfast as well. And a million thanks to our sponsors who are helping us make this event happen with the support of our governor's office, which is the Mission EDC, our chamber, and Bird Ogden Chevrolet in Mission. The chamber welcomed 4 new members. So welcome to the business family, and our memberships do start at $2.99 annually, and we are open enrollment all year long for any businesses waiting to open their doors and celebrate with a milestone, a ribbon cutting, or a grand opening. And if you missed us at the Winter Texan Fiesta, please come by our visitor center to shop our local Discover Mission t-shirts. They are $5, and anyone is able to come and shop the previous year's designs as well, and sizes are limited, so while supplies last. And lastly, we do have several upcoming programs as they continue, and they are available online at www.missionchamber.com on our events calendar. And if you're not already following us, be sure to do so. And that concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you
so much. Okay, the next item is our departmental reports. Those were in our packets. Are there any questions or comments? Or
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the departmental reports as submitted. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Ms. Ana, next item is citizens' participation.
Yes, ma'am, we do have one. We have Mindy Schroeder Brown, and she's here to speak on agenda item number 28 regarding the moratorium on car washes.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mayor Garza, members of the City Council. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. My name is Mindy Schroeder Brown, and I have lived in Mission for 50 of my 56 years. I'm here today representing a large group of concerned residents who are vehemently against any new car washes being built in this town. I'll start off by saying thank you for adopting ordinance number 5761, which prohibits new car washes from opening within a 1-mile radius of another. It's a good first step from preventing a debacle like the mess on Sherry Road, where we got 3 car washes so close together that Mission sadly took some jabs on late night talk shows and across social media. We don't want any more of that. So thank you so much for that. Another glimmer of hope is the 180-day moratorium on car washes that you are going to vote on today. This is a must. Please note that the citizens want this 6-month period before any new car wash gets the green light. This leads me to a sign that appeared on the northeast corner of 495 and Bryan Road late last week, welcoming another car wash. This one, a Blue Wave Express. First, I need to point out that there is an Easy Clean Express car wash sign up on Conway next to Dairy Queen. And I don't have any high-tech measuring apps. I'm not an engineer. But Google lists Dairy Queen on Conway and the corner in question to be approximately 1 mile apart. Just saying. So we got to think about that. So back to 495 and Bryan. This is an incredible corner lot in an area where homes are still standing. The residents still living here don't want this car wash. Construction around town that's just filling up open land with more of what we've already got is not what the citizens of Mission want. We want restaurants, parks, entertainment, and stores that will draw people here, not another resource-draining eyesore that drops property values for the homes nearby. Residents should be protected from excessive noise, congestion, and overdevelopment that disrupt their daily lives. Citizens have a reasonable expectation of quiet enjoyment of their homes and neighborhoods. Some of these homes have been here for more than 60 years. And for years, we've been getting encroached on little by little. And we've accepted it. A chiropractor's office, a successful, popular restaurant, a small child care facility, a home health agency. These are all businesses that add to the beauty of Mission. Another car wash will only enrage the people of this town. When I mentioned the sign to dozens of people over the weekend, not one person, not one said, "Yay, another car wash." That's just what we need. People were disgusted. So everyone just believes that the moratorium will help prove that a car wash doesn't belong on this prime corner in a desirable location of town. Just because you can put something on almost anything on that lot, it doesn't mean it should happen. This land deserves something exceptional, something we don't already have 27 of. And by the graphics shared publicly when this council adopted Ordinance 5761, that's how many car washes we have in Mission. We don't need another one. We don't want another one. If passed and accepted today, this moratorium should apply retroactively to any car wash applications that have not been approved. I stand before you today asking you to please vote yes on the 180-day car wash moratorium. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Right on time. That was quick. Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Okay. Is there anyone else?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, outside, oh, we don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please state your name and address.
My name is Christian with Southern Commercial Real Estate Group. We actually represent Blue Wave. I'm here just to answer questions. I have a little speech here. Give me one second. So, we've been operating in good faith with the council's vision. After you guys passed Ordinance 5761 on January 13th, we specifically spent 2 months trying to vet a site, which is the 495 in Bryan, that's within that 1 mile or outside of that 1 mile buffer. Regarding the water concerns, this facility is a system that uses 70 to 80% recycled water. A car wash of this caliber is actually a solution for the water conservation, not the problem, as it prevents the 80 to 140 gallons of wasted runoff typical of an at-home car wash. We submitted the application yesterday. We requested payment instructions. We're prepared to pay the fee, but we hope that that project has established vesting rights. We respect the city's rights to study future regulations, but we ask that the city council and the attorney acknowledge this pending application as a vested project that meets every rule you guys have put in place. We understand car washes aren't the best looking, but it is a necessary evil. It helps with water. If you guys are washing cars at home, you use lots more water. QSRs or restaurants use a lot more water. 70–80% of the recycling, it's like 10 to 25 gallons per car wash. So it's really not bad. So, if you have any questions, I'll be here to answer. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I guess that's all, is on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, we will go on to announcements. Andy, do you have an announcement?
No, I think JP.
JP? Okay, I did gotten up to something. Okay.
For the public hearing.
Okay, all right, JP.
Yes, Mayor, I have a couple of announcements. Just to invite the public again for Bryan Road Town Hall meeting, which will be next Monday, March 30th, here in the chambers at 5:30 p.m. Also, we're starting to have the music at the park. We're having an event April 10th at 6 p.m. at the Leo Peña Placita Park. Also, to remind the public that our offices will be closed on April 3rd in observance of Good Friday. We'll have a skeleton crews available, and also the trash services and brush pickup will be at regular schedule. That's all I have.
Okay. Ms. Jess, do you have any comments? No, I'm great, thank you. No, okay.
No comments.
Beto, do you have anything?
No.
Okay. I have a couple comments. One is, I want to congratulate staff and everyone involved with last week's staycation. It was a great event. I have heard so many positive comments about how much the children and the whole entire families enjoyed the 2-day event. My understanding is that we'll do a little bit different maybe next year to possibly have extended hours. This year's it was from 1 to 4, and we felt that maybe next year we could extend the hours so we can have working parents after work bring their kids to enjoy the event. So again, I want to thank everyone involved, Parks, PD, FD. I know that probably every one of the departments was there handing out lollipops. I got one, so it was a great size too. So thank you so much for that, and congratulations for a great event. The other comment that I have is just a reminder for our joint City Council, MEDC, and TERS workshop that's going to be held Saturday, April the 25th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Seed Building. We're hoping to get permission and go to Ansel Lewis Park and have the bridge. Ansel Lewis Bridge to get a tour for the new expansion of the bridge that we are anxiously waiting for. So those are the only two things that I have, and I guess that's it. So we'll move on to public hearings, and that's Mr. Garcia.
Mayor, Council, Mr. Terrazas. Public hearing to consider extending the term of the Mission Redevelopment Authority, Tax Increment Reinvestment Zone Number 1, and amending the city's tax increment contribution to the TERS. The purpose of this item is to hold a public hearing to receive comments from the public regarding the proposed extension of the term of the Mission Redevelopment Authority, Tax Increment Reinvestment Zone Number 1, and to consider modifying the city's tax increment contribution. The proposed changes are intended to allow the zone to continue supporting redevelopment projects and related improvements within the designated area. Notice of public hearing was published in the Progress Times on March 13th, 2026. And just as a recap, this is basically the TERS discussion that we had at one of our prior council meetings, and this is talking about bringing the TERS to a extension of 15 years and start reducing the contribution on the city side by 5% until it hits 50% over the course of 15 years. That would allow the city council and the TERS to inject funds for future development projects throughout the community and help focus on roads and infrastructure, with the first 2026 issuance being about $17 million and a possible 2031 issuance of about $39 million.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So do we need a motion to extend, is that correct?
Yeah, this is just a public hearing component, so this is for anybody that wants to have any comment in public regarding this item.
Okay, but there's no other action needed today?
There's going to be an action item on the consideration and approval side.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry. Okay, so is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition to this extension of the TERS reinvestment zone? Or any comments? Any questions or comments? Any questions or comments from the council? No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Okay, all right. Then we'll move on to the next item, and the next item is an approval of an ordinance for a voluntary annexation.
Mayor, City Council, good evening. So we have a proposed subdivision, which is Capricorn Phase 2. And this is on the east side of Moorfield Road, 1,800 feet north of the expressway. It's going to be developed just south of Capricorn Phase 1. And the developer wishes for the subdivision to be developed inside the city limits for all the benefits that come with that. That's the 5-acre tract. This is the layout of the proposed subdivision. One entrance on off of Capricorn Phase 1 and the second entrance on Moorfield Road. Annexation Services Agreement was approved 1 month ago by you all. And here's a photo of the Phase 1. So real nice subdivision, so we expect Phase 2 to also be quality homes.
So phase 1's coming through Inspiration.
Phase 1 has an entrance on Griffin Parkway. So, yes, it connects, Phase 1 is connects, is the yellow on top of the gray. And so right now has one entrance on Griffin Parkway. With Phase 2, they will have a second entrance off of Moorfield Road. It's going to improve the connectivity.
Okay. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition to this request? Any other questions or comments? No, madam. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Cervantes. Next item is item number 10, and these are...
Mayor,
I'm
my
sorry.
apologies, there is an ordinance to that item, like Mr. Cervantes stated, so
Okay.
that would be ordinance 5790.
Okay,
Was there a vote?
then I do need a vote.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna need a vote.
I'd like to approve as presented. Make a motion to approve.
Okay.
5790.
There's a motion
Second.
and a second to approve ordinance number 5790, which allows the annexation of the stated property. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Next item are the planning and zoning recommendations. So the first one is a conditional use permit.
Yes, this is for the Ricardi Restaurant on Griffin Parkway, in the same, off of east of Stewart, in the same commercial plaza as the Moon Restaurant, which I think is the same owner for this. A very classy place, and the owner would like to be able to sell alcoholic beverages with the meal for those customers that desire that. So this is a conditional use permit for that. There was no opposition during P&Z. So here's the conditions. We're recommending a 2-year permit. P&Z recommended approval.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments?
Mayor, if there's no comments or questions, I would like to make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay. This is under planning and zoning
Yeah,
recommendations.
it's not on the public hearing.
It's not under public hearing. I know.
Pardon me? I'm sorry, because Andy was,
Mr. Cervantes is asking if there was a public hearing on this item, but it's under planning and zoning recommendations.
but it's under public hearing, but it's planning and zoning recommendations, because his staff had requested to put the other two, because they're public hearings, so we divided them, but this is still the public hearing part of the agenda.
Okay, all right. So,
We normally have a public hearing and then
okay, so this item does require a public hearing, so is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition to this request? Okay, there being none, no other questions, but you are asking for an ordinance to be passed right now.
Yes, ma'am, and I need two ordinances, because one is the adoption of the regular ordinance, and the other one is the wet zone ordinance.
So
Am I on the
we'll have
right one?
the
Yes.
number.
5791?
91, yes, ma'am.
5792.
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor, I move to approve the adoption of the ordinance 5791 and 5792.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve ordinances numbers 5791 and 5792. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Next item,
is a renewal of a conditional use permit to allow two temporary mobile office buildings. This is at the corner of Industrial Way and Industrial Boulevard. This was approved 2 years ago, but the property has not developed yet. The company tells us that they're getting ready to develop the property and they're asking for an extension. So as the property is still vacant, this is the site plan that was submitted 2 years ago. It has not been done, but now they want to do it.
Mayor, I move to approve what is ordinance 5793.
that's what it is.
Need a public hearing first.
Yes. So, is anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition to this request? Anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition? There being no questions or comments, ordinance, I mean, the motion is in
On a
order.
renewal, do we need a public hearing?
Yes, sir.
So it's a 2-year renewal?
Yeah, it was approved 2 years ago as a 2-year permit, so that's what we're recommending.
Okay. Is there a motion?
I move to approve the ordinance 5792 as presented.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to approve ordinance number 5793. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. And that concludes our public hearing. Okay, so next item is consent agenda, and those are items number 12 through 24. Yes.
Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda for items number 12 to 24.
Okay,
Second.
and there's a second, and the motion is to approve the items as presented on consent agenda with resolution 2051 on item number 18 and resolution 2052
Yes, ma'am. On item 24.
on item number 24. Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously 5-0. Next item is approvals and authorizations. And the first item is, Mr. Gonzalez?
Good evening, Mayor, Council, City Managers. Staff is seeking authorization, or authorizing to engage in negotiations with Consort North America Inc. for the Comprehensive Trail Development Assessment Plan, and authorize City Manager to execute the contract. The proposal was referred to an evaluation committee to evaluate proposals based on the evaluation criteria and scope adopted by the city. The evaluation committee recommends to engage in negotiation and authorize city manager to execute contract incident here to with Consort North America Inc., who was selected as a highest ranked firm meeting all specifications regarding bid number 26134-01-07. Staff and co-interim city managers recommend approval.
Okay, are there any questions or comments? Discussion?
Mayor, I move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to authorize staff to engage negotiations with Consort North America. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously 5-0. Next item.
Staff is requesting authorization to purchase 3 high service pumps and 1 raw water pump from AWW Pump Motors Controls in the amount of $105,000 via buy board contract number 770-25. Pumps will be upgrading current damaged high service and raw water pumps at the north and south water treatment plants. Staff and co-interim city managers recommend approval.
Any questions, comments?
I move to approve.
There is a motion
Second.
and a second to authorize to purchase raw water pumps and high service pumps. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Next item. Chief Silva.
Mayor, City Council, good evening. It's seeking authorization for approval for resolution number 2053 declaring 2 fire truck pumpers as surplus and authorizing deposition of such property. The surplus resolution has 2 fire truck pumpers, engine pumper -2000 and an engine pumper Spartan that staff has determined is no longer of use to the city. Authorizes the deposition of such property through any method authorized by state law, including but not limited to online auction and competitive sale, interlocal agreement with another governmental entity, and lawful deposition of methods if property is determined to have no resale value. Staff and co-city managers recommend approval.
Okay, is there any questions or comments? A motion?
Mayor, I also would like to see we can, since we have an interlocal agreement with another government entity, we can dispose one, and so the other one, I think Andy talked to, I don't know if it was about for Stark County.
Yes, so this gives us the option to do just that later. I don't think we have to decide it right now.
And currently, we do have a total of 3. I already have 1 on surplus, and I'm adding another 2, so we do have a total of 3 pumpers.
Units.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
So if we would not want to donate or sell one to another entity, we would need to bring it back?
Well, we have that, this allows us to have that option of discretion of the council, what direction you all want to move with doing so we can either sell one and keep two, or donate two. It's basically under discretion of this council.
Do you want to talk about it in executive session? Yeah, can we do that? Just hold off on the vote?
Yeah, that way
Okay.
we can.
Then we'll do that. We'll just hold up on the vote, and we'll discuss it in executive session, then we'll come out.
Would you like for me to stay if you have any questions, or?
Probably.
Okay,
If
no
you
problem.
would. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the next item.
Due to the severe drought, we're asking you to consider adopting this ordinance establishing the 180-day moratorium on new car wash projects to give us time to evaluate the ordinance that was adopted in January.
Okay, I'm going to recommend that we also discuss this item in executive session, if that's all right with everyone else?
Yes.
Okay. What? Okay, so the next item.
Mayor, City Council, Mr. Terrazas, this item is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Mission amending the Mission Economic Development Corporations. Specifically, the bylaws have been drawn to reestablish, in short, to reestablish, a separation between the president of the board and the CEO, because previously it was done together at one point. In addition to that, it does highlight basically items relative to the city manager, the city manager's authority as it pertains to the supervision of the MEDC CEO, including consent on any type of hirings and approvals of any hirings. In addition to that, the city council shall also have ultimate approval of the salary of the CEO per these bylaws. The CEO and the MEDC employees would be leased to the MEDC as it's already been done, but it's established in the bylaws. And there's a couple of other items regarding reporting requirements as well that would be highlighted and required of the MEDC to provide information to the city council and to the city manager. So in addition to that, that's basically what the bylaws in particular are stating. It would also ensure that the city manager is able to execute oversight over the MEDC CEO and operations to some extent. Of course, the MEDC board would maintain the bylaws, and they would also maintain the governance authority over strategy, policy, direction.
This item, I also would like to discuss that in executive session, especially since some of these items were edited late yesterday. So some of us may not have had the opportunity to look over them, so I'm going to move that to executive session as well.
Understood.
So the next item.
Next item is first reading of ordinance number, amending ordinance number 2683, designating reinvestment zone number 1, City of Mission, Texas, by extending the term of the Mission Redevelopment Authority tax increment reinvestment zone number 1 and amending the city's tax increment contribution to the zone. This ordinance amends the existing ordinance 2683 to be able to amend as discussed in our public hearing. The amendment extends the term of the Mission Redevelopment Authority in TERS and modifies the City of Mission's tax increment contribution. Staff and city co-interim city managers recommend approval.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments on this item? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the, this is just the first reading,
It's
is
just
that
the first
correct?
reading, yes, ma'am.
So do you need a,
We
approval?
did for AEP,
I
so
would
that
do
we
a
can
vote.
have it for the record, so yes, ma'am, that we did do the reading.
Sorry. I was gonna tell you to. Sorry. Okay. Okay, alrighty, so then, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Is there an ordinance number to this, Susan?
We'll get it when we do the final reading.
For the final reading?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Oh my goodness, everybody. Okay. The next item also, there have been some final updates on that, so I would like to discuss that in executive session as well. So, is there a motion to move into executive session?
I so move.
There's a motion, a second, to go into executive session. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
I move to reconvene.
Second, there's a motion and a second to reconvene. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Okay, so items number
27.
Item number 27. Any other discussion, or is there a motion?
Mayor, I move to approve item number 27, the disposition of the two truck equipment for fire department and donating one to Stark County and allowing them to select the vehicle that, giving them the first right to select the vehicle.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the surplus of the two fire truck pumpers and to donate the choice pumper to Stark County as formally requested. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously 5-0. And that is resolution number
2053.
2053. Okay. Okay, the next item,
28.
item number 28, and that would require ordinance number
5794.
5794. Okay?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion. I move to approve the ordinance temporarily suspending the acceptance, processing, and approval of applications for new car wash facilities, declaring a moratorium for a period of 180 days or until the adoption and implementation of updated regulations, whichever occurs first, and to apply this moratorium retroactively to any applications that have been submitted before not yet approved.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to approve ordinance number 5794. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously 5-0. Next item is, that would be resolution number
2054.
2054. Okay.
To approve as discussed in executive session.
Okay, there's a motion to approve as discussed in executive session. Is there a second?
Second.
And a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. 5-0. And
Number 31.
number 31 is an approval of a memorandum of understanding between the City of Mission and Texas Citrus Fiesta.
Mayor, I would like to make a motion to approve the MOU subject to the final negotiations by city manager as discussed in the closed section.
There's a motion
Second.
and a second to approve the MOU as discussed in executive session and to allow further negotiations. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. There is no unfinished business, and executive session item number 1 there will be no action on that item. So the next item is adjournment. Is there a motion to
I move
adjourn?
to adjourn.
There's a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, everybody.